The Post is directed by Steven Spielberg and it stars Meryl Streep as well as Tom Hanks. And this film tells the true story of the Washington Post as well as the New York Times and their involvement in the publishing of classified government secrets involving the Vietnam War. Steven Spielberg, undoubtedly one of the most influential and important directors and the most prolific directors of all time, teaming up for the 5th time with Tom Hanks and for the first time with Meryl Streep, not including artificial intelligence. When I was going into this film, I had a bit of this looming worry that this would just be Oscar bait. And that is a term that I don't use lightly, and I think it's a fairly negative term as well. And I was worried that this was going to be sort of Spielberg's B-roll and he wouldn't do the story justice that it deserves. That serves me right for doubting Spielberg because I absolutely loved The Post. My favorite thing about this film was seeing Meryl Streep and Tom Hanks on screen together for the first time. You have two of the biggest titans in acting working together and playing off of each other, and it's just absolutely marvelous to watch. There's one scene with this very elongated one shot of the two of them just having a conversation, and it was glorious to see the two actors who are just mutually commanding the screen together. There were so many times in this movie where I wish that I was just a fly on the wall watching Spielberg directing Meryl Streep and Tom Hanks. I'm sure that was incredible to see. And to no surprise to anyone, they are all fantastic in this film. John Williams also does the score for this movie, and I thought that it was some of the best work that he's done in years. There were several scenes in this movie that are just incredibly driven by the music, and it just really stood out to me, and I was admiring it from the audience. And I do think that he will get some recognition this year at the Oscars for sure. In my opinion, I think this is Spielberg's best work since Catch Me If You Can. He is a director that has a unique ability to inject this feeling of magic into his films, and I honestly believe that The Post is no exception to this rule. There were just so many very inspiring moments in this film. So much so that the audience could have just started applauding and I wouldn't have been surprised at all. I think The Post is this generation's All the President's Men. This is an incredibly inspiring film about patriotism and keeping the government in check, and even all of these years later is still relevant to today. Spielberg's work in this film is among the best that he's done in years, and he delivers such a breathtaking vision combined with these top-notch performances from everyone involved, not just its two leads. If you haven't seen The Post, do yourself a favor and seek out this incredible film. It's finally going wide and it is expanding to more and more theaters, and if it's coming to a theater near you, I strongly recommend that you see The Post. So did you guys see The Post? What did you think about it? Leave your thoughts and opinions down below. And as always, guys, thank you so much for watching today. I hope you liked today's video, and if you did, click the link down below, subscribe to my channel for more movies and related things. Guys, thank you so much for watching, and see you next time.